Do I need a last will and testament? At any age, it's important to prepare for tomorrow and have everything in order, just in case something happens to you unexpectedly. What happens if I don't prepare for tomorrow? Your loved ones will have to guess what you want to happen after your death, or spend lots of time and money trying to sort everything out. Or worse still, argue or end up in bitter disputes and maybe even taking legal action against each other. It may not be at the top of your to-do list, but it's best to be prepared. You may think you have nothing of worth or not enough assets, or believe it's expensive or a long and complicated process, or keep putting off or running away from making the decisions that have to be made. But peace of mind is a great thing to have, and you don't want to unnecessarily burden your loved ones, do you? What happens if I don't have a last will and testament? Dying without a will is called dying intestate. In these cases, state laws determine who gets what assets from your estate. It doesn't matter what you want. Instead of giving to your loved ones, someone you don't care about, or a person you may have fallen out with, or even a distant relative could end up inheriting your assets. Not having a will means an executor hasn't been appointed, so an administrator has to be employed, which can be complex and costly, and loved ones may end up paying unnecessary tax. Do I really need a last will and testament? Definitely, if you answer yes to any of these questions. Do you have property or other types of assets like savings? Do you have any belongings that you want to leave to certain family or friends after you die? Do you have children under the age of 18? Do you have pets you want to be taken care of after your death? So I know I need a will, but how do I draft a will? 1. Hire a lawyer. 2. Use an online service. 3. Find a charity will writing service. 4. Write it yourself using a template. Remember, the cost of using a lawyer now will be far less than the future costs of sorting out a poorly written will, or one that is challenged and potentially contested in court after your death. What should be included in my last will and testament? 1. Nominate your executors who you want to manage your affairs after your death. 2. Name guardians who will care for any children under the age of 18. 3. Pick carers who will look after any of your pets. 4. Choose gift recipients, family, friends or charities you want to leave gifts to. A gift of money is a legacy. A specific item is a bequest. Land with buildings is called a device. 5. Decide on your beneficiaries, who you would like to leave the residue of your estate or your remaining possessions to. Remember, all debts have to be paid off before beneficiaries can inherit anything. 6. Make your funeral and memorial wishes known. It's useful to make a list of all your assets, including property, vehicles, jewellery, art, furniture, bank accounts, shares, trust, a business, digital content. What shouldn't be included in a last will and testament? Joint property or property in a living trust. Policies that have a beneficiary like life insurance, IRA, retirement plan, pensions or 401k. Stocks and bonds that have a beneficiary. Avoid leaving gifts to pets as animals can't legally own property. A special needs trust is the way to make plans for a special needs person. How often should I update my will? It's important to review your will after major life events such as birth, death, marriage, divorce, de facto relationships, and changes in extended family, changes in property ownership, or moving to a new state or country. At the very least, you should review your will at least every 3 years. Remember that an accident or a life-threatening illness can be sudden, and you may not recover or be left with the mental capacity to change your will. What is required for a valid last will and testament? 1. You must be of sound mind. You understand what you own and who you are leaving your estate to. 2. It must be signed by you or by someone else when you are there. 3. You must have 2 witnesses. They can't be beneficiaries of your will. If you have assets in more than one country or jurisdiction, you will require multiple wills, each in accordance with local laws. Be wise. Make or update your will now, and remember, you may have a will, but do you know where your will is? Will family find your will, and will they know it's your last will? Where should you keep your last will and testament? You can file a will at the local courthouse, but make sure you have a printed copy and ensure your executors know where and how to access your will. My LifeJars can help with storing your will and organising all your vital documents and passwords together securely online, so your executors can access what they'll need anytime and anywhere. A will can save one's family from being put into a quagmire pit of legal conundrum in case of death, which may even be untimely. It's never too early to get started on your last will and testament. We just don't know what tomorrow may bring.